Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Sean Dyche has given his pre-match press conference ahead of Everton's crunch game. Might be a bit early to call it that. Against Wolves at Goodison Park this Saturday. The manager seemed a little bit tetchy today. He's probably feeling the pressure like all of us at the moment. The manager was asked about Dominic Calvert-Lewin and his availability after the striker limped off at Villa Park in Sunday's 4-0 defeat. This is what the manager had to say on Dom.
Well, first things first, he's seeing a specialist tomorrow. The reason why tomorrow is because obviously there was a lot of swelling. So the specialist advised before he checks it properly, he needs the swelling to settle down, basically. So unfortunately, he will miss the weekend, but that's part of him hopefully getting the right answer that we need to and the protocols we need to follow.
And the manager confirming there, obviously, Dominic Calvert-Lewin won't be available. Alex Iwobi is another player who limped off in the defeat at Aston Villa. And the manager was asked about him, and also new signing Jack Harrison.
On top of that, Alex Iwobi out for how long? And Jack Harrison, how far off is he being?
Yeah, so Al, unfortunately, has hurt his hamstring. I think that was obvious to all. It's going to be, well, it's certainly not going to be days, so it'll be a few weeks, I think. We'll wait and see as it heals, obviously. Jack's going well. He's out on the grass. He's not with us, though, yet. He's not training with us yet, but he's going well and generally feels better in himself, so that's good news.
There you go. More. Not great news, is it? We are walking wounded at the moment, as well as needing quite a few players in the door as well. Obviously, no sign of a centre-forward at the moment. Everton also on the lookout for a winger and a centre-back. The manager was asked whether or not the off-the-field activity is impacting not only in the transfer market, but impacting on the field as well. Sean Dyche answered that question too this afternoon.
Yeah, it doesn't really impact in the sense that the guidelines and parameters of what the reality are from a player point of view, as in signing players and working in the market, have been there anyway. Deals of any well, certainly in any club, but certainly Premier League, there's so many checks of any company or any investors. There's so many checks. They don't just get done in a day or a week. So that's an ongoing view from the business side of the club. I don't get involved in all of that, quite obviously. But regarding ourselves trying to sign players, we know we've got to work hard in the market. We know we've got to find ways of creating deals, and making them happen because we haven't got pots of gold to just make them happen. So we knew that from the start. I knew that from when I got the job. And I've been working diligently with Kev and the scouts and various contacts I've got in the game to try and find the right players who can fit in with what we want, but also do the job and make us stronger. The lines are laid down a while ago, to say, look, this is where we're likely going to be. Obviously, that changes because of selling players and trying to buy players and players coming out of contract and all them types of things. So there are decisions to be made. But I made it clear at the end of last season, as you know, there's a lot of work to be done. And there is. It still is. And it's not just in the market. It's fathoming out the club, getting it on a base level I spoke about, getting the right group of players, getting them aligned, getting them in a situation where we can be stronger. So that's an ongoing challenge here, and that's how it continues.
News broke last night that the MSP deal to have a stake in Everton and a couple of places on the board was apparently dead in its original form. There was a lot of misinformation, if you want to call it that, or people read into it that it was financial Armageddon for Everton because that money that they thought they were getting wasn't going to come through. But however, that isn't the case. The MSP will still loan Everton the 100 million for the stadium. It's just obviously they will not be taking on the investments, as in giving them equity into the football club for their loan. That's now changed. That has led to reports today that Farhad Moshiri is in talks with two different parties to buy into Everton. One of them, an American consortium, which is thought to be 777, and another consortium from Asia. So Farhad Moshiri is still looking for the extra investment, and he is talking to those two parties. So we may know more on that next week as we have it. Everton are apparently in negotiation with Udinese striker Beto. The Blues have been long-time admirers of the 25-year-old frontman. Everton have been linked with Beto January, then they've been linked with him all summer. Will it, won't it? Moving towards different striking options, and now we're just over a week. We're back at it. He has scored one goal in 2 games so far this season. One performance in Serie A, another appearance in the Italian Cup. He's got 21 goals in 62 Serie A games for Udinese. He's got a €35 million release clause. Everton have thought to have offered a package up to €26 million so far. And that has not been accepted, but the both clubs are still talking, and there is some optimism from Everton apparently that the deal can get done. We'll wait and see. One deal that looks like it's not going to happen now is Che Adams from Southampton. That is now rated as highly unlikely by Sky reporter Graham Bailey. Everton bid for Adams last weekend. There's been talks all week. Everton had not gone to the 15 million Southampton wanted. It's been reported now today they actually want 18 million for their front man who scored 3 goals in 3 games for them in the Championship so far this season. Again, this will probably have changed by tomorrow, but at the moment that's the state of play. Beto looks more likely than Adams. Let's see what the next 24 hours brings in the world of Everton. That is it for the news daily. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and if you want to become a Toffee TV Premier member, click the link in the description or scan the QR code. See you later.